by far the biggest deal is the total blood moon eclipse. A lot of momentum for luck and success. And for you in particular, your friendship circles, your career, and the gains of your career. It's almost like the sky wants to pull you away and move you into the incubator of creativity. Somehow luck is befalling you. It could even be a windfall or unexpected surge of prosperity in a way that you didn't plan for and you're quite grateful for. Phone calls, texts, and emails, announcements, information, positivity, destined and fated. You might be able to eliminate debt from your life.
Lunatic astrology.
Hello there, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your astrological horoscope forecast for March of 2026. We have a blood moon total eclipse happening in a part of your sky that could really dramatically impact your work and career matters. We're also going to see some significant changes going on, and they're quite fortunate in your chart, connected to legal matters, foreign lands, as well as creativity, children, and romance. It's quite an intense month, but mostly positive. Even that Virgo eclipse blood moon on March the 3rd has some love from Jupiter, a protective and benefic planet. So let's dive into this month ahead bit by bit. We're going to go on a week by week process. And I'm recording this for you with a terrible cold on Wednesday, February 18th, because the show must go on. As content comes out the third weekend of every month, all 12 signs get a video by me up to 30 minutes long. If you like this kind of all signs content in just one video for your sign, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I swear, guys, I plow through every month for you. And the least you can do is hit the like button. And most of you do, so I appreciate it. All right, so one thing I'll say is that astrology is a divination tool, but it's like literally a map of time. And in using a time map, and this is Western Tropical Astrology, my name is Lori Lothian, we also can use that time map of our future to be in alignment with the future. In order to do that for the month ahead, which is March, you're going to listen to this video, take some notes. General astrology, not a personal reading, but it's still helpful. And in order to listen for 2026 and how to time your best life, you might want to get my 2026 individual video or all signs bundle. All signs because friends and family, sun, moon, and rising, listen for all three. Or just one sign. Take your pick. Still on sale, keeping the sale price for the rest of this time because people are struggling financially. It's a fundraiser for the channel, equipment, staff, and scholarship funds. Check below. Now, here we are, ready to go into the breach, Horatio, into the month of March. And by far the biggest deal is the total blood moon eclipse that is taking place at the beginning of the month, but also Jupiter heading direct, giving us a lot of momentum for luck and success. And for you in particular, in a beautiful trine to your sign, you're going to start to feel really on your game after March 11th, and you're going to start to feel luck picking up speed after March 11th. Now, we're going to show you the sky. Get a pen and paper. I just came back from Mexico 3 days ago on a jam-packed WestJet flight, and I got a really bad cold. This is day 2 of not being well. So I'm going to ask for kindness. It's a long gone consideration in the online world where people are angry and mean, but I'm not feeling well. I don't look well. And so in that regard, I'm asking for kindness. If I make a mistake, give me the benefit of the doubt. If I talk too fast, give me the benefit of the doubt. All right. I mean, I'm doing my best, guys. And it has to go out. The show must go on. This is Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. Rising sign, your avatar in the simulation, the character in the movie that the screenwriter wrote. Your sun is your actor who plays the role, or your game player who plays the character in the game, video game. So your sun is really who you are at a deep, deep internal level, your spirit, and your mind, body, thinking, feeling complex. I think and feel. That's your moon sign. Technically, the moon can represent mother and home, and the sun can represent father, career, and purpose, whereas the rising sign is everything that impacts the character in the simulation. All right, let's get started. On the 2nd of March, Mars will move into the sign of Aries, the sign of Pisces. And as that occurs, we're going to spend a lot of time, and you're going to spend a lot of time as a Scorpio sun, moon, and rising, as if sun and moon are here, with a Martian element to the fifth house. The good news is Mars from March the 2nd to April 9th will inspire passionate creativity. You might be really all jazzed up about art, entrepreneurial creations, artistic expression, performative expression, or you might also be very hot and sexy and bad and very sexually passionate, especially given the romance house has Venus here from March 2nd to the 6th. It's very good for meeting someone new, getting into a new romance and finding it very romantically, sexually high chemistry. It's also really good if you are in a relationship to rejuvenate the sex life or the fun, play, and pleasure with the person you're with. All right. And it's very especially sizzly between March 2nd and 6th. Mars here will be here for quite a while and will be drawing your attention to what will do throughout the month of March as we go through the week by week story. But one good news is that Mars is the ruler of your sign, and he will become visible on March 17th in your fifth house, which is a house of good fortune. And your fortunes are going to rise mid-March onward, actually for 2 whole years. I'll be doing a deep dive video into that because it's one of the most important things that's occurring in your life. It's very rare. Also, sex is here, but conception is here, and fertility goddess Venus is here. If you conceive a child under this, there may be some questions about whether or not you want to keep a pregnancy, right? Because Mars can rule terminations of all kinds. So there's a lot going on there on March 2nd to 6th, where fertility, pregnancy, and decisions are very highlighted for many Scorpios. Now, let's go through the eclipse story. On March the 3rd, the eclipse will happen here. It will happen at 12 degrees, almost 13 degrees of Virgo. If you are sun, moon, and rising Scorpio near 12 or 13 degrees, 3 degrees on either side, you really like the vibe. The eclipse flows to you in a sextile. However, it has a south node, let go, release, and surrender. And you are going to let go, release, and surrender something connected to your friendship circles, your career, and the gains of your career, the way you get promotions, raises, you make money, you get the gains, the financial gains, the success gains, and there's a let go, surrender, and release some aspect of it. It's eclipse energy. It plays out over 6 months, a month before up to 6 months after the eclipse, but look for the first 90 days to show you what friendship circles are you letting go of, what community structures are no longer working for you, what career path in terms of the gains and how you make the money is just no longer okay. I need a Kleenex to blow up my nose. Oh. I am going to beg you guys to like and subscribe if you haven't, because I feel like a heroic call of duty to get these videos done rather than lie in bed and do nothing is upon me right now. And you are heroic because you're ruled by Mars. So heroic Scorpios, hit the like button, hit the hype button, subscribe, and show some love. Thank you. Oh. See, I have to breathe through my mouth, but I'm talking because my nose is completely not working. So this is a really tough one to do. Give me a sec. I've never, since 2019, had to record 12 videos over 2 to 3 days while I had a really bad cold. So I was always a first in Showtime. Now, here's the thing. I want you to go back to 2006, 2007, and 2008, fall of 2006, spring of 2008 kind of vibe. That's when you had Virgo eclipses here in the same place I've delineated: work, career gains, friendship circles, older sibling relationship, one older. Now you're going to back again. It's here. It came through March of 25, September of 25, were eclipses in Virgo. This is the last one. And so you've been working on making these changes already, and this is going to be a total blood moon eclipse. So it will be the most powerful, ruled by Mercury in your fifth house. It's almost like the sky wants to pull you away from the work and the public and the friends and the social life and the gains of your career and move you into the incubator of creativity, art, muse, inspiration, entrepreneurial business creation, making babies, having love and romance. You want to go here. You want to go down to the life affirming, vitalizing, place of enjoyment and pleasure and inspiration, and away from what this looks like a lot of the time for most people, really pushing through to make one's dreams come true and wishes comes true and your desires come true. But it's a lot of work up here. So there's this pull down to the more nighttime incubating darkness of creative, energetic, romantic, sexy, and fun pleasure. Now, this eclipse isn't about the day of the eclipse. It's about certainly the next 3 months to 6 months after. My Scorpio rising sun is having a child to be delivered in July. And you can tell, bet your bottom dollar, he's not going to be spending his super time hustling in career success. He might even take paternity leave and spend more time with his children. I'm giving you an example. Firstborn child, a grandparent. I'm a grandparent coming up. Breathe. A friendship could blow out, somebody important to you, a sibling one older, or someone in your friendship circle. Sibling one older could have a major life change or health challenge. Someone in your friendship circle will be going through a great difficulty. But with Mercury, the Lord of this eclipse in the 5th house, there's a lot of energy being pulled away from the 11th house toward the creative energies. And Jupiter flows, although he's not direct motion yet. He's stationary almost. He's flowing to the 5th house. So this can also be for older Scorpios, the indication of a grandchild, conception, or birth coming through the 6 months after this eclipse. Or opportunities for book publishing, international travel, creativity, and romance. And if you're single and looking for love, the eclipse can bring in a new romance because you're going off to travel the world. You're going to ashrams or big pilgrimages or adventures abroad, or new love and romance coming in because you are busy in educational settings, whether you're teaching or learning. And over the course of the next 6 months, single Scorpios may find love. Now, when we move past the March eclipse to the 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March, we see Venus sextiling Uranus for a happy surprise. Venus, Uranus, surprise, unexpected breakthroughs, positive exaltation, connected with fertility, childbirth, child conception, romance, love. Certainly can be unexpected, sizzling romance. It can lead to connection at a deeper level. Well, I'll give my son as an example. They'll have an ultrasound and they'll find out they've got twins, for example, double-bodied sign, 5th house means twins. Some surprises that are positive, but take a positive surprise regarding sex, romance, fertility, pregnancy, love, and entrepreneurial creative business. If you're an entrepreneur or you do online art and you put art into the world, social media art, or you're doing artistic performing, acting, drawing, painting, I don't care what, modeling, creative, glamorous art stuff. If any of that stuff is up your alleyway, you could go viral. Okay. You could have a big success with the audience around this eclipse, around March 3rd to the 2nd to the 5th. On March the 4th, 5th itself, during the eclipse as well, close to it, the sun will trine Jupiter, the first of 3 lucky passes. The sun is the ruler of your career house and your reputation space and your visible worldly actions. Well, it trines Lord Jupiter, Mr. Luck himself. This is a part of the story I want you to note. Good fortune and luck times 2 for 5th house. Venus in her joy, Jupiter in the 9th is luck upon luck upon luck. So I want you to think, I am so lucky on the 4th and 5th. I am so damn lucky. Somehow luck is befalling you. It could even be a windfall or unexpected surge of prosperity in a way that you didn't plan for and you're quite grateful for. Prosperity or wealth coming your way from maybe a father figure could emerge off of this as well. Venus will slide away into your Aries 6th house, where she will be through to the end of the month, to March the 30th. She arrives here on March the 6th. Venus is a planet of good things, but she's also in her detriment in the sign of Aries. But she will be doing her best to make work more pleasurable and enjoyable, to improve your health, to allow for a new pet, to create some situation for good things happening regarding debts and elimination of debts, as well as payment of debt, and maybe opening up rental property opportunities as she comes into a sextile to Pluto. So when she enters into this part of your chart, if you wanted to rent your home out or find a rental property, that would work. If you wanted to transform a part of your home to a rental, like a basement suite or any part of your home into a rental, you could do that. Venus is someone you would hire, like a laborer, and she represents beauty. And Pluto in the fourth is transformation of the home. So someone to paint or decorate or stage or redecorate your home would be very beautifully aligned with the sky that begins to open up March the 6th to April to March the 30th. All right. Hey, to breathe. Mercury will join the sun on March the 7th in a Cazimi. At the same time, Venus will connect with Neptune. This will be a powerful bit of positive news, trining you, good fortune. Phone calls, texts, and emails, announcements, information, positivity, destined and fated. Put this on your calendar, March the 7th. Expect to get something positive coming through. Knowledge, understanding, information. Like I made a joke about my son, hey, we're having triplets. I don't know what this is, but it should be somewhat good news because we have a water trine forming here to lucky Jupiter, retrograde, exaltated Cancer. Scorpio, lunation can represent parenting, motherhood, or home. Good news around home, property sales, luck, legal court matters, pregnancy, romance, and fertility, positive energy, good news, Cazimi. Come to my free Mercury Cazimi webinar. I'm teaching that webinar just before the Cazimi. I give you the 6-hour magic window of superpowered magic and success and how to harness it. Come to the webinar. It's for free. And I'd love to see you there. So sign up is in the link below underneath the video. Holy man. You have a crow that flew by my window. If any Scorpios are connected to crows as totem animals, allies, magic, then you just got a signal from the crow that flew by my window regarding the lucky break energy or the good news energy of March the 7th, Mercury Cazimi in the heart of the sun. Mercury is also able to deliver some information or news around the possible receipt of chunky money, windfalls, pennies from heaven, and you could buy a winning lottery ticket and win. So if you're going to win a lottery ticket, look no further than buying a ticket the first week of March. Then we move forward with Lori being extremely unhealthy right now. March the 8th to the 9th. March the 8th to the 9th, we start off. We're now moving into the second week with Venus as she comes into the conjunction to Saturn. Now, I want you to know that on March the 7th, she is conjunct, 6th, 7th, she's conjunct Neptune. And she's confused a bit about work or health or pets or rental agreement contracts. She's not sure what is the best direction. And so you're not quite clear about something yet. You have some hidden realm stuff that you don't know what it's telling you to do. And then she moves into a conjunction of reality check, Saturn. So it's kind of like confusion meets reality on the 6th, 7th, and 8th regarding the themes of, work, debts, pets, rentals, health, and job. So sometimes Venus is like things are difficult, but things are enduring. So this could be like you get a new contract extension or some endurance factor to do with work. And it may feel like you're not exactly thrilled. It looks like hard work, but at least you got what you need, right? You got a contract or an agreement to extend your work or to put you in a position of more authority or power or structure within a work environment. Those are kinds of things that Venus and Saturn can do here. Although ultimately, it's just a stopgap measure. She's not in good shape, nor is Saturn. But temporarily, you might find yourself working on some better arrangements to do with job work, employee-employer situations, even trying to wrangle some kind of money from the company you work with to support you to do something particular. In particular, it could be an opportunity to take some courses or study connected to professional education that Venus could bless you with around the 7th, 8th of March. Okay. Well, the Sun trine Jupiter for a golden opportunity on the 4th and the 5th. I do believe I talked about it. Now, Mercury is going to bring good news on March 8th and 9th as he trines Jupiter. Mercury is retrograde, Jupiter is retrograde. So we have a thing going on. However, we have the flow of energy between these two planets for good information or lucky news or positive news of some sort. It will be positive news connected to pregnancy, childbirth, grandchildren, children, your children, conception, to do with love and romance, to do with education and higher academic educational settings, to do with leisure travel and foreign shores. And all of this says it's good news, but because Jupiter is retrograde and so is Mercury, Jupiter takes you back to last August. So what was happening with the themes I just outlined, and you had indications in August that something wanted to brew up here, but it wasn't time. Now it's time. If you are a Scorpio who doesn't have grandchildren or your children could still make grandchildren for you, then this will be some news that you might become a grandparent. Okay. Maybe a bit surprising under the sky. You weren't expecting it, but that is there as well. And then we move on to Venus sextiling Pluto, which is a wealth yoga. And it's also connected to debts and legacy wealth and paying off debt. So by getting money from a family of origin person, you might be able to eliminate debt from your life. So it can be a loan from a parent, just money given by a parent, money from an inheritance, that kind of thing. On the other hand, you might end up with a beautiful energy here of being able to hire someone to beautify your home and increase its value, or rejuvenate, resurrect, or heal your home in such a way that it improves your health. Venus is in a house of health. So improving your home in a way that increases the health you experience within the home, whether you're going to create a home gym or eliminate mold or toxins or something like that, changes to the home increase your health. Sometimes Venus is just someone you're going to hire to do the work in the home, the labor, the fix the home, beautify the home, correct the home. And you may be looking at that as a very big transformation as well within the home. And that's going to happen when Venus is sextiling Pluto. Yes, it is March 9th and 10th. Now let's go ahead. And just one more thing about Venus in the 6th house. You could get more opportunities to work from home. You can arrange with your employer to let you do more work in and from the home, or be leveled up into a position that requires less in-office face time and more home time. All right. And that might be something you're going to want to try to do when you see this March 9th and 10th sextile. On March the 14th to the 20th, or the third week of the month, we see Mercury will co-join Mars. Mercury and Mars will co-join together on the 15th of March. And we're going to also have a new moon on that week as well. So you have a conversation, information, or news connected to your children. Now, this could be something like a child saying, I'm moving out of the house, or any information or news connected to the children. Now, because it's Mars and because it's hard energy, it might be a difficult or decisive or passionate discussion or communication with a child March the 15th. On the other hand, with a trine from Jupiter, it goes well. This looks classic, like, hey, mom, I'm moving out. I got accepted to Harvard or something. Okay, great, honey. Sayonara. And this could also be good information or news connected to children and grandchildren in general, but with a energy around decisions and actions, like conversations and information that lead to direct change. Mars is going to be visible, rising in your 5th house on the 17th. I'm going to do a video on that. It's really rare. It will likely open up opportunities for creative, artistic, entrepreneurial success over the 2 years ahead. But in the meantime, what is this that goes on here? Mars rules competition and Mercury rules ballots. So lottery tickets, for example, or, whatever, placing a bet on some competitive sport. and you could come into a windfall. So it's not a bad time for a lottery ticket. I think I've said that to you twice. You've got a lot going on in the house of good fortune with an eclipse in the house of windfalls with Jupiter in the lucky ninth house. So just consider that maybe you're going to have this momentum around financial luck connected to winning money somehow close to March I'd say anytime between March the 8th through to the end of the month, honestly. Some of you are going to make decisions to go back to school or to go to school for the first time, to pursue talents and gifts with which you were born that can bring you worldly success. And so that's another story going on. And they could become the beginning of a new career, as you say, go back to school and learn to do something better that you already are good at. Learn to sing, learn to dance, learn to paint, whatever it is. I'd love to see the day AI picks up a paintbrush and does a really good painting, right? A robot one day, because I doubt that's going to happen. Does digital painting count? No. All right. And look for big, important conversations with romantic partners that you're dating. And if you're dating somebody and it's not right for you, Saturn conjunct Venus in the sixth house with Mars, Mercury, it will be cutting the relationship off, ending it, or something like that. We're not talking about committed love. We're talking about dating love on March 15th. On March the 17th to the 19th, Sun illuminates a surprise breakthrough with a sextile to Uranus. This is just like Venus did on the 3rd to the 5th. Now it's the Sun's turn on the 17th to the 19th. Uranus says surprises connected to business partners, audience, marketplace, customers, clients, and fans. Also, your significant long-term love partner, if you have one. And the surprise is the sun shines a light on something you didn't see, to do with fertility, pregnancy, sex, romance. It's a sextile. It should be positive. If you're an artist, creative, entrepreneur type, a breakthrough moment, a contract, an agreement, a viral hit, something's going well for you here. This looks good on you. Good for book publishing deals, publications as well. And legal contracts that support success as an artist or an entrepreneur that are unexpected, surprising, and light up your sky and form a better career if you are artistic, creative, or entrepreneurial. Up level your reputation as well, become a little bit more recognized in the world. On March the 18th, let me do an Erica Kirk. I just touch my nose with a rag. Hit the corners of my eyes. March the 18th. We also see strike where the iron is hot. Take action, make a decision, because Venus is going to square Jupiter. Two lucky planets will be working on a change of direction for you, or a decision or an action that should be very critical. On the 18th, you'll feel it the 16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, Venus squares Jupiter. Well, Venus is in your 12th house. Jupiter is in your 9th house. I'd say look especially here on the 18th. It's pretty exact. A couple days before and after. This could be a very clear opportunity or exciting lucky break when it comes to work. Could involve the word international. It could involve human resources. It could involve work and school, like professional education opportunities. It could also involve an opportunity connected to work, connected to international travel. And it just kind of comes through. If you're a teacher, a professor, or, educate other people, then a professional breakthrough. And if you're into the book publishing world, a work breakthrough connected to that line of industry. But you need to take action on it because it's got an intensity around it. It's a square, requires a firm decision and action plan, and Mars will be visible. So you're able to effectuate momentum and action in a significant way. On March the 18th, the new moon will also occur right here. And this is 17th, 18th, but it's going to be on the 18th. The moon is at 28 degrees of your 5th house. Fresh starts and new beginnings from parenting, children, conception, childbirth, new love and romance, new fresh starts at entrepreneurial business, and creative and artistic endeavors. This new moon is fortified by the worldly success and the fated elements of the North Node, along with Mercury as well off to the side. Well, Mercury could bring you some chunky money off of this, including inheritances from the house of good fortune. But at the same time, this is a new moon in a house that we normally consider to be very much about romance and children, entrepreneurial and creative and artistic directions. And so that's where the new start is. And as this new start is beginning, it gets flow from Lord Jupiter in your ninth house. Jupiter is now in direct motion. So all I can say is all systems go. Dharma, 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 significance, meaning of life. Do you want to become a teacher, travel the world, go off to study at Harvard? Do you want to win in a court and legal battle? You can get that off of this new beginning. Do you want to have children? Are you hoping to have a grandchild? These all sort of initiate something that looks like a new beginning and a fresh start that is positive. And then you'll notice a mini grand trine. Look at that little mini trine that the moon is forming. Legal contracts, deals, and negotiations or agreements in writing, communicating, marketing, and selling, social media environments connected to business partners, audience, and marketplace, and the entrepreneurial, creative, artistic house. Certainly, this can lead to getting like a publishing contract or a book deal or some kind of extreme positive new beginning in your creative, artistic expression, leading to a breakthrough with fans and audience. Now, and viral hits. Now, the new moon is seeding this for you. It's a planting of a seed. You can expect in the 2 to 3 weeks that follow for evidence that some of these themes are going to emerge in a destined, fated way. North Node. This eclipse, this moon can take up to 6 months to fulfill. April, May, June, July, August, September. So until September, it's rolling out a red carpet new beginning for you. I don't dislike this in any way possible. This is a powerful stellium-infused lunation. All Mars does as he becomes visible on the 17th, 18th is activate it with momentum, passion, drive, and intensity, right? It's going to juice it up, make it bigger, make it exciting. And the sun is a ruler of your career house, so it amplifies career. The moon is the ruler of your ninth house where Jupiter is, which is talking about things to do with the word international or being aligned with purpose or just being damn lucky. Oh, I dropped the paper. Mars will trine Jupiter. This is good. We saw some trines earlier. We saw the trine from the sun, March 4th and 5th, to Jupiter. We saw the trine from Mercury on March 8th and 9th. This time, Jupiter is no longer retrograde or stationary. He's direct motion. Jupiter is like Mars is now visible. And so we're going to say good, lucky action, prosperous decisions, good decisions and actions are being made. Directions are going the right way. New directions are forming for true prosperity, luck, goodness, wisdom, and knowledge. As Mars will trine Jupiter from the lucky 5th house to the lucky 9th house. Some of you may be thinking you want to move. And if you do in the next, the new moon here, the next 6 months, you could locate yourself to a new place. It might be to a foreign land or distant shore. It doesn't have to be. It could also be local. The other element here would be having a lot of luck selling a property and making lots more money than you thought by selling a property in the 6 months that follows the new moon. But with Mars trining Jupiter, there's action that needs to be taken to make that happen. So you might be like thinking ahead about how to like fix things in the house or something. One thing I will say is that good action and fortunate action can involve international travel, lawyers, courts, legal situations, visas, passports, matters connected to advisors, coaches, therapists. those things are lit when the Mars Jupiter trine happens. And Jupiter, he's not just about the ninth house, although he exalts it. He's in charge of your money, earnings, and resources, and your creativity and artistic expression. So you have to see that you're making good decisions that lean you in that direction with true wisdom and knowledge. Jupiter here could be a life coach, a guide, a mentor, a therapist, a pastor, I don't know, rabbi who's guiding you to make these good life choices at this time. Now, if you're talking Vedic astrology, father figures can be the ninth house. Prosperity coming from a father figure, and the decisions and actions that are being enacted here for that to be fulfilled properly. And the end of the month is interesting because Saturn will be from the 20th to the 31st, sustaining a very nice sextile, very tight sextile here, okay, to the energy of Pluto. So it's stabilizing something in your work and health connected to your home and your home life. Stabilizing. This could be getting a new pet. I would wonder with Saturn here, it would be an older animal. So a rescue animal may come into your life as well in the last 10 days of the month. This is rental properties and agreements. We talked about that before. And again, a stable rental opportunity, whether you're going to lease your property to a tenant or vice versa, you're going to be the tenant yourself. And there's a stable energy that picks up in the last 10 days of the month, last 11 days of the month. On the 21st of the month, that is when that Jupiter trine is happening. Let's go to the 21st. The Mars Jupiter trine. So that can like lead to a move or a locational change as well. And I want to mention that you'll notice that there's a sustained stellium here, and the sun is lighting up anything to do with your work and health, pets and rentals and debts, shining a spotlight there for 30 days, starting on the 20th of March. Add 30 days. And the first thing the sun does is light up the fog of Neptune and dispel the fog, the confusion. You're having clarity about debt structures. You're having clarity about rental properties and health matters and work situations. And when the sun connects with Saturn, that's the boss, that's the manager, that's the office manager, somewhat authority figure, some kind of directorial figure in the workspace that sun is highlighting for you around the 23rd, 24th, 25th of the month. With Venus there, it should be good. It should bless you. It could bless you with, for example, a new legal contract connected to work, or with more money connected to work, or a chance to work remotely and not to be in the office, but to work from a remote location. And if you want to get a pet out of this, other than an elder pet from a rescue situation, you can also get a new pet from a foreign country. I know a lot of people import animals from other countries as rescues. There's that situation showing up here as well. You'll notice that you have a lot of intensity in Aries, and that will continue throughout April when Mars joins the fray. Therefore, there's a lot of focus on your work environment that's going to be in place for you, especially here through till April the 9th with Venus's support. So you're really focused on the work, the health, improving your health for sure. If you can, you'll improve it by eliminating addictions such as smoking or drinking or anything you shouldn't be doing. And you'll have the containment and the discernment and the structure and the discipline to stop the thing that's bad for you. Anything. It could be a pharmaceutical that you're taking with Neptune and you know it's not good for you. I have a Scorpio client who's on, what is that drug? Ozempic. It's not good for you in the long run. It's not good for you really at all unless you're morbidly obese and about to die. And like, honestly, I think she's going to have to go off of it. But that could be the signal to go off a pharmaceutical that isn't really that good for you at all. Like get more concrete discipline around the reason you might be on a pharmaceutical to begin with. All right, that's what I've got for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. And, check out my Substack, Pluto Chronicles weekly article to your inbox about world astrology events where I can be unplugged and talk freely about people like Erica Kirk. Also, Scorpios, you get it. Kings and Queens is conspiracy. Candace Owens is a Scorpio rising. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out my free webinar below. Don't forget to Check out my members only perks here on YouTube, or join me over at Patreon, where you get all kinds of classes with me in live Zoom meetings. I was supposed to do one today for my Patreon community, the All Tiers meeting, Wednesday, February 18th, but I'm moving that meeting to next week because I am way too not healthy. Today is day 2 of what is a cold that started yesterday morning, and it's gotten into the thick of it. And I've got 4 more videos to record tomorrow for the weekend. So wish me luck, because I feel like really shitty. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye. And I hope wish you the best in March of 2026.
Lunatic astrology.